Over the past 2 months, full benefit or procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known. As a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the onset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust the Aristotle and Aspasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining.
You can see them.
Let's take her down.
If anything is left.
Dr. Sotek, please archive this testimonial. Dr. Sotek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades.
Oh, we're coming up on Hades. Hold on. We actually just saw
Extinction Failsafe Protocol.
Extinction?
The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no.
Oh yeah,
It
Travis.
isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocating. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original
What
purpose of
the
Hades,
hell were they
why does
thinking?
it want me extinct? And how's it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
If Hephaestus went rogue, why not Hades too?
That's what I'm thinking, but why? And what caused it?
Keep searching, and perhaps we'll find the answer.
The Hades Protocol. Tate here just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks situation to Guy's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? So he's taking pills to get inspiration. Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. So that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so it had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interface. Sneaky. I swear ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it will work. Yeah, those blues are pretty strong, so I guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll be back to it tomorrow, alligators. I feel like leaving Tate in charge of Hades had some questionable decisions. But we need to find out why everything goofed. Because I mean, ideally everything should have worked out just fine, but obviously it didn't.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are...
Is that Langer's voice actor? I think it's just a French guy.
Complexity, but not insurmountable.
Okay, so... I mean, so they haven't modified humans.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
Yeah, so we're...
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Well, here it is.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinate morphologies,
Hold something.
though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sotek, as I
Oh,
have
that's
conducted
Gaia.
this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe.
I like that Gaia likes
Am I
dinosaurs.
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Hey, Gareth. Yeah, I'm doing well. Gaia's basically that kid that's like, I like dinosaurs. I miss the dinosaurs.
Undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
Yes, we're close.
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Every single form of life in existence in this world, it was created by a machine. It was created by Gaia, an AI. So nothing that we've seen in the entire game is natural. In that sense, there's no natural animals. There's all the grass is essentially a clone. We're a clone. The animals are clones. Everything's a clone.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok?
Pharaoh.
We learn nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict
Can
you.
the clones procreate?
Mr. Pharaoh's
Yes.
argument is
Because
sound.
they're normal humans.
At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
So Gaia does have a weak point. If from what we've seen, there's no evidence. I wonder if Gaia's the source of the corruption. I wonder if something happened to Gaia and Gaia went off the deep end, and now Gaia is sending out all of the little programs like Hades, Hephaestus, Apollo to wipe out life or kill humans instead. I wonder if that's what's going on instead of just I mean, we haven't seen any evidence that Gaia isn't corrupted yet. Like, we don't know where Gaia is. Odyssey has failed? Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, the cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Oh, okay. So there was another group that tried...
Not too much already.
There was another group that tried to help humanity survive by leaving the solar system. They all died. They all died. Artemis. What was Artemis in charge of? Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. Those words can still mean anything. Have my sleeves rolled up, negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many of the species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs. More than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Okay, yeah, so... Oh, yeah, Artemis planned out the biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to the world that this time will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during a swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the cycle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but not now, not like this, not on our watch. Alright, here comes the big one.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Hey,
then
that's
what are
good.
you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Uh-oh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Phil, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, he looks important. That was rude. Here he is.
Still alive. Good.
Healess.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
He used my own sorcery against me.
My entire life,
Healess.
I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion.
Ah, where's my armor, you jerk?
Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Finally met the big boss.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Use
As sure
the
as
lower
the sun
rung.
rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering
Yeah,
doubt,
this is the guy that killed Rost.
it grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away, it not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out.
Yeah, but you threw me off a cliff like a dipshit.
In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Oh my good lord.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts.
This is the only guy left in the cult.
It was only
like,
when I captured you, down in that place,
I mean, we've cut through a lot of them,
that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events.
Hey, Nuplup, what's up?
You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itaman.
I love that. We could have totally ignored
was
those side
meant
quests, but
to
he's
capture
actually
you.
like talking about it.
Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything. As
Like,
it
that's
was meant to
really
be.
cool. I love that there's
Predestined
unique dialogue
and
lines based on
preordained.
stuff that you've done. I like fool.
You're an idiot.
Yeah,
A
idiot.
dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth.
Yes,
It doesn't
Palooka, this is
care
the main
about
story.
Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Helis
Do
is
you really
batshit
not
crazy.
hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
Yeah, you
The
coward.
circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The
Sounds like someone that
beast, now
failed
caged,
philosophy
will serve
class.
her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Oh, that's rude.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
I think if I were in this situation, I'd try and play it this way to... I mean, not that he's gonna care. But...
The Nora cast me out at birth. You're not hurting me if you hurt them.
Really? Then it makes no difference one way or another. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to.
Hades is
Thanks
pulling
to
the
your
strings. Yes,
destruction
Hades
of the
behind him.
network.
You see how he's wearing a focus? He's got that
Communication
thing on
over
his
distances is impossible.
his right ear. That's how
You
Hades
not only
talks to
doomed
him.
yourself, but an entire tribe.
Hades is like ordering them around.
Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it?
Give me that.
And yet, so fragile.
Oh, bitch.
So you see,
Scratch his eyes out, Aloy.
this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
I'm assuming that Silence copied our... I'm assuming Silence copied everything in our focus. Alright, here we go. Give me your best shot, Helis. Jerk. He's the only thing holding this cult together at this point.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this,
Bro, his voice would not carry over that
become
stadium
an
at all.
instrument of
With all those
prophecy.
people talking and stuff, nobody would hear anything he's saying.
Joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Ah! Did y'all see the asshole healer in the audience?
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause?
Dude, these guys fight dirty.
To consecrate this great ring,
They won't even let the
Radiant
behemoth
Dragon
defend
many
itself.
faithless, crushed.
Oh wait, they're
beneath the
corrupting
hooves
it.
of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands.
Okay, that would have probably just snapped my bones instantly, but I'm okay. I'm okay. How the hell am I supposed to fight this thing?
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. All my weapons are up on the platform. There's
Oh, at
no
least-
way out of this ring. Maybe I could use the strength against it. That pillar's weak.
Okay,
Your
okay,
hands,
okay.
And that pillar will come down. Gotta get out of the way.
Come on, big boy.
It's down.
Here comes all my goodies. Yeah. Oh, come on. Bro, it... Dude, she comes out fully armored up. Like, within a few seconds. Wow, that's very impressive, Aloy. That's way more impressive than anything else she's done in this game.
Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
I concur. Oh, I don't have my focus anymore. Oh, I feel naked.
Those components on the sides of its head, they've got something to do with his lift attacks.
Look at me. Look at me.